Alright, so today we are not only fighting the sun, we are fighting my voice because I have a really rough voice right now. Please forgive me. Please forgive this video is late. But stuff happened. I'm sorry. So today we are talking about what I read in March and what I will read in April. This is one video because I filmed them separately, but then it got really short on both ends. So I just decided to refilm it really quickly, make it one video. So we're gonna start with March. So in March, I didn't end up reading a lot. The first book that I ended up reading was Now I Rise. This is the sequel to And I Darken, which I don't know what number it's gonna be in the series. They're still being released. It was really good. I gave it a 4 out of 5 just because these books take me a little bit to get through and I don't honestly know why. They are really good. They're just packed full of information that is just a little bit of a slow read. After that, I started reading Forest of a Thousand Lanterns and I DNF'd to Forest of a Thousand Lanterns. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I wasn't excited about it and I have a lot more books to read right now that I was way more excited for than this one. The next one that I moved on to was Batman Nightwalker, which I finished in about 3 days. It was so good and I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars just because I'm not sure how it relates to the comics, but I feel like this had enough of a backstory in it that it would have been mentioned in the comics if this was part of the original series, but I absolutely loved it regardless. It was an amazing book and I highly suggest it. After that, I read Bright Smoke Cold Fire. This is another one that I got through pretty quickly. It was really good. It is a Romeo and Juliet retelling that I just picked up on a whim, but it was totally worth it and I absolutely loved it. I need to see if there's a sequel because it left off at a really odd part, so I still need to do research into that. But it was really good and I highly suggest it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I just wanted to hear a little bit more about the setting and the environment that they were in, more than what we did. But it was still a great book. Then I started Truth Witch, which I ended up DNFing just because I ended up having to return the audiobook a lot faster than I thought I would have to. So I didn't get through all of it, but it was really good and I hope to come back to it in the near future. I do own a paper copy of this, so I'm able to read it at any time, which I really do like. It was really interesting. I think that it is a book that I will have to sit down and look at. And the last book that I read in March was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. There will be a whole video about this book in the near future, which I can't wait to share with you. And yeah, I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars just because I didn't see the ending coming at all. But it was a good one. It was good. If you just need a good classic book, I would pick it up. Actually, I'd be hesitant to pick it up if you have any sort of mental illness. There are mental illness, suicide, self-harm, trigger warnings with this book. There are a lot of trigger warnings with this book, so just make sure you do your research before you start reading it. It was still really good though. I still really enjoyed it. So then the book that is carrying me over into April is Library of Souls. This is the last book in the Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children series. I am absolutely loving it. I only have like 5 more days to finish it though, and I'm super freaked out about it, but it's a pretty short book, so I'm hoping to get it done pretty quickly. This series has absolutely been amazing, and I've been so happy with it, and I can't wait to share my thoughts on this one with you in the very near future. What am I reading in April? Because there's a lot. The first one that I want to read is Snow Lake Ashes. I really don't know anything about this book. It's been on my TBR a few times, but it's next in my audiobook list, so I'm super excited to read that. I've heard a few good things about it, but not many people are talking about it. So I'm hoping to sort of get that ball rolling a little bit by talking about it. There will be a book review up for it. And yeah, I'm super excited for that one actually. The next one will be The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This one is a newer release that I've heard a lot about and I'm super excited about. Another newer release is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. I've heard conflicting reports on this one, but there is a sequel coming out, I believe either late this year or early next year, which I am a little bit more into, so I can't wait to read this one so that I can read the next one. And then probably the one that I'm most excited for, Warcross, finally went up on loan from my local library and I'm so excited that it's finally in my loan list. Oh my god, I have been waiting for this book forever. The cover is gorgeous and if I like it, I am definitely going and buying it from the store right away. I'm so excited for this one. And then we have 2 that I'm a little less on the excited for, but they're both books that I've been wanting to get. I am going to be reading Cress, which is the 3rd book in the Lunar Chronicles series. I was hesitant about continuing the series, but I just decided to give this book one more try. The series isn't much longer than this. I think it's like 4 or 5 books, so it's really not that bad. I just really need to push myself through it to get through it because I want to see how it turns out. I'm much more interested in Cinder's story. I don't think we need all these other people, but it'll be interesting how they all flow in together and what does happen to Cinder in the end. And the last book that I'm hopefully reading in April is Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. If you don't know, I never read this when I was little, and I am actually kind of really into it now. I finished the first book in about 2 days while I was sewing, and I just really liked it. And I have one friend that I went back to and told her that I really liked it, and she was just like, where have you been? I've been trying to get you to read this. So she's super excited that I'm reading the series. I'm super excited that I'm reading the series, and yeah, it's turning out really nice. But yeah, so that's what I read in March and what I will be reading in April. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know that it's short, but I'm running out of sunlight, and honestly, my voice is killing me because this was all done in one take. This is insane. I have a lot of editing to do tonight though. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Comment down below if you have read any of these books, and like a brief non-spoiler review would be really nice. And if you guys like to see these videos, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And if you want to be a super subscriber and hit the little notification button, you'll get notified every single time I upload a new video, which hopefully will be soon because I plan on doing a massive filming day tomorrow afternoon. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!